University. She will be performing Die, Vampire, Die by Susan Blackwell. So my question for you is, what resonated for you about this?
I love things that having the world show that more in the face, or more in the face. In the world who say that writing stories or composing music or dancing sparkly dances is easy for them. While I celebrate their creative freedom, a little part of me wants to punch them right in the talent. I sing this song for you guys and for all the rest of us. You have a story to tell, a novel you keep in a drawer. You have a painting to paint, but you just sit around like a bore. You have a movie to make, shrinky dinks you can bake, but you best grab a steak, cause in sweep the vampires, in creep the vampires, needing the vampires, filling you with doubt, insecurity about what your art should be. In sweep the vampires, die, vampire. You sketched that turtle you saw in an ad on late-night cable TV. But your fourth grade teacher said you can't draw. Oh, those vampires won't let you be. And when they come run like hell, see those bats in your bedroom and call on Van Helsing in a swoosh, in a whoosh, power ganoosh. Filling you with faults of self-consciousness, feelings of worthlessness, they'll make you second-guess die, vampire. There are so many vampires, inside, outside, nationwide. It helps to recognize them with this vampire hunting guide. Listen closely. A vampire is any person, thing, or idea that stands between you and your creative self-expression, but they can assume many seductive forms. Here are a few of them. First off are your pygmy vampires. They'll swarm around your head like gnats, saying things like, your teeth need whitening. You went to state school? You sound weird. Shakespeare, Sondheim, and Sedaris did it before you and better than you. Or they might say that you cannot sing good enough to be in a musical. Or they might say, ooh, your song's derivative. Ooh, your song's derivative. Ooh, your song's derivative. To keep that song from you, just tell them, die, vampire, die. Brothers and sisters, next up is the air freshener vampire. She might look like your mama or your old fat Aunt Fanny. If she smells something unpleasant in what you're creating, she'll urge you to shit with some pine fresh melon-ups. The air freshener vampire doesn't want you writing about bad language, blood, or blowjobs, which will leave your work toothless, gutless, and spineless. But you'll be left with 2 tight paragraphs on kittens that your grandma would be so proud of. You look that air freshener vampire in her fat old frackin' face and you say, Morte, vampire, morte. The last vampire is the mother of all vampires, and that is the vampire of despair. It'll wake you up at 3 a.m. saying things like, who do you think you're kidding? You look like a fool. No matter how hard you try, you'll never be good enough. Why is it that if some dude walked up to me on the subway platform and said those things, I would think he was an insensitive whack job? But if the vampire inside my head says it, it's the voice of reason. You have a story to tell, pull your novel out of that sock drawer. You have a painting to paint, you best paint it and then paint some more. Oh, baby, you must escape, then grab it by the nape of its neck, by the trachea. You can break it, come on, try to stake it, yeah, there is no mistake. Now you're shaking bacon, die, vampire. I said, die, vampire. I said, die, vampire, die. In fly the vampires, oh, my vampires, then die the vampires. should be out. Go vampire. Die vampire. Die vampire. Die.